Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I just want to hop on here real quick and just put out this message for anybody who might need it. And I know some of you guys are out there, you're struggling. Trust me, I'm struggling too, but we're gonna get through this. The Lord is with us. There's more for us than there is against us. And I just wanted to hop on here real quick and talk about the importance of taking up your cross and having God lead you in the right direction. So taking up your cross, what does that mean? Well, for me, yesterday was a really difficult day for me. And when you have those days when certain things, they just kind of like trigger certain emotions. Well, for me, Mother's Day is kind of like a difficult subject for me, because once upon a time, this was last year, I was almost a mother, and it ended up not working out. So no babies yet, but it is something that is still a little touchy for me. And it's nice now that I can talk about it and I can get through it without crying or without feeling shame or guilt. But there's certain things that you go through, certain traumas, and it affects you, and it kind of like leaves a little scar, or it kind of takes a little piece of your heart, your soul. It becomes fragmented. And for me, being a mom is one of those things. So I just want to, come on here and just tell everybody that, every single day that you wake up, I know you may have problems. I know you may have worries and stresses, and I know you're going through things, but God is good, and He cares for you, and He loves you. Even if it may feel like He's not even looking at you, He's still there. And yesterday I had like a whole mental breakdown. I was crying. I was going through it. I was like, Lord, this is it. I was like, Lord, this is it. I can't do it no more. I can't do it. And I think today He had me have a good day to kind of get back to where I was before. And I think that phrase, like, just go outside and go touch some grass. Like, like I had to actually do that. And I had to actually be present and in the moment and stop stressing and worrying about everything else that's going on. And, the things that happened to me in the past and things that I'm worried about in the future. And God is just saying, just stay still. Stay still. Like that Bible verse that says, be still and know that I am God. Actually following that and just being still, being in the moment, being present, it's really difficult. And if you can learn how to be still and just sit down and just relax like that, if you learn how to do that, you're set, you're good for life. So yeah, taking up your cross. We're gonna read today from Luke, and this is, let me find it real quick. Sorry, I was not prepared, but this is Luke. Sorry, y'all. Okay, it's Luke chapter 9, verse 23, and it says, and He said to all, so He's talking to everybody, if anybody would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. So daily, this is a daily struggle. This is a daily effort. Daily, every single day, you have to choose to follow God. And I think the thing that people, they start to follow Christianity, and they start to follow God, and they start to follow Christ. And I was told this lie, and I'm sure many other people were also told this lie, that as soon as you get baptized, your whole life changes, and everything is just peaches and flowers and roses, and everything is so good, and you'll never have to deal with anything ever again. No problems will harm you. You're never gonna have to struggle again. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that is a lie. I'm sorry, but it is a cookie cutter false doctrine. God never promised us that we weren't going to have to struggle. He never promised us that we weren't going to have to go through things. The thing that he told us is, you are going to have to go through those things, but I'm going to give you peace and I'm going to give you joy to go through it. So, I mean, look at Daniel. When the 3 Hebrew boys, they went into that fire. They still had to go through the fire, but he was there with them through all of that. So they were confident. They were, even though they had to literally be burned, they were going to be burned alive. They were so confident that their God was going to save them. And that's how confident we should be. We should be so confident that you may be losing your home. You may be losing a family member. You may be losing a relationship. Whatever it is in your life that you feel like you're losing at life, just be so confident that God is with you. He is for you and he is not against you. And he loves you. And he's going to be there right with you. He never said it was going to be easy. And I think that's the thing that we kind of put up in our own minds. Like, God, when is it going to get easy? When is it going to get easy? It's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. If it was easy, everybody would follow Christ. Everybody would be on that narrow road. But the thing is, it's a narrow road for a reason. It's a straight path for a reason. And God keeps trying to tell us, listen, people, listen, it's not easy. And he never promised us that it was going to be easy. Even Jesus, when he came down, he came to be a servant to other people. This is the Messiah. This is the great Yahweh. He came down as Jesus to serve other people. Like, that's crazy. He had to endure persecution. He had to endure trials. This man literally was sweating blood days before he was about to go up on that cross. So if you think that you're going to go through life just cruising and you're never going to have to deal with anything, you're never going to have to go through struggles, you're lying to yourself. But don't allow that to stop you from being a conqueror. Don't allow that to stop you from being the person that God called you to be. God called you to be somebody great, and he called you to be somebody who is a chosen. He said that the Israelites, they were a chosen nation, and time again they failed God. But what did they do? They got right back up and they did their burnt offerings and they sacrificed their animals. And what they did was they repented, but they got back up. We need to get back up and realize that this isn't going to be forever. We have an eternal home. When we go to heaven, that's going to be our forever home. So what we endure on earth is only temporary. And I know there's a Bible verse. I can't really think about where it's at right now, but if you can find it, drop it down below. So I know if you can find it, please drop it down below. But there's a Bible verse that says that what does it say? It says that a man can only kill your body and not your soul. So and it says if he can kill your soul and your body, that is something to be worried about. So as Christians, as followers of Christ, we can't be so discouraged. We have eternal God on our side, and he loves us, and he's for us, and he's not against us, and he has good things for us. And we have to keep believing that, so that way we can get through what we're going through, because God never promised us that we weren't going to have bad things happen to us. But he wants to encourage us. Keep going. Keep going. And I'm going to keep saying that because it's true. Keep going until you get to your victory. Keep going until you get to where you need to be. Because if you give up, nothing's gonna happen. And God didn't want us to be quitters. So don't give up. And if you have a personal testimony, you have a personal story of the goodness of God, of the things that He's done in your life, drop it down below. I want to read your guys' comments. I want to read about how God brought you through the fire, how He brought you into a new place. And yeah, I just wanted to come on here real quick and just talk about the importance of when you're going through the worst, just calm down. Stop Stop overthinking and just go outside and go touch some grass. Go outside, go touch some grass, and keep that daily reminder in your heart that we have to take up our cross every single day. And if you are struggling, you're going through it, just know that I'm praying for you, that I'm also going through the same thing, and let's help each other. Let's uplift each other, and let's get through this together. So I pray you receive that message, and shalom.